Here are some teams' second running back options that can provide standalone value and beat their current ADPs for 2022 in PPR leagues. Let's get it. First guy on the list is Kareem Hunt, being drafted as the RB31 right now. In 2020, he averaged 14.2 points per game. He was the RB8 overall. This past season, weeks 1 through 6 before injury, he was the RB9 overall, averaged 17.4 points per game. He had 5 touchdowns and 20 receptions during that stretch. Total touches during those weeks, 9, 14, 16, 16, 17, and 17. He averaged 14.8, so he got plenty of work. Browns were number 4 in rushing yards, number 9 in attempts in 2021. Brissett is under center for 6 weeks. Next is Patterson from the Atlanta Falcons, being drafted as the RB39. He was the RB7 overall, weeks 1 through 17 in 2021, averaged 15.5 points per game. He was number 5 in targets, number 6 in receptions, number 2 in receiving yards, and number 7 in total touchdowns for the running back position last season. He's not likely to lead the team in rushing attempts, but I think the pass-catching upside is still going to be there. Next, we got Hines from the Colts, being drafted as the RB44. He had 7 weeks of 14-plus fantasy points the last 2 seasons. 4 straight seasons of 40 to 63 receptions. We just mentioned Patterson. Now, Hines has Patterson's quarterback from last year in Matt Ryan. Is this a good sign to see what happened last season with Patterson? Tons of current camp hype about him getting the ball more. One of my favorite ones, J.D. McKissic, being drafted as the RB45. 10 out of 27 games the last 2 seasons, McKissic had 16-plus fantasy points. 80 receptions in 2020, averaged 4.55 catches per game the last 2 seasons. He passed on Buffalo to return to Washington because he knows his role there. Last one is Kenneth Gainwell, being drafted as the RB51. I'm not as confident about him compared to the others, but last season he had 4 games of 4-plus catches as a rookie. Can he win a consistent pass-catching role? That's a big question. 544 total yards on 101 total touches last season. He had 6 total touchdowns on limited work. What do these guys have in common for PPR leagues? Pass-catching upside. So they can have some standalone value for 2022 and beat their current ADP.